Hello, and welcome to Time of My Lifetime, the podcast where we watch and dissect Lifetime movies so that you don't have to, although we encourage you to.
Yay.
I'm Jules, and I'm here with my co-hosts Rocky.
Hello, America.
And Jordan.
Hi, Jules. It's good to be in my house tonight.
Yeah, it's good to be in your house. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having
This
us.
water is delightful.
You're welcome.
I'm enjoying bourbon and water.
Oh, even nicer.
Yes, much nicer. It's Friday. Hey.
Hey.
Long week.
So, it has been a long week. And so, to start things off, I think we should, maybe talk about for those of our listeners who aren't familiar with them, what is a Lifetime movie? What does that mean? What is that genre of film exactly?
Well, the most basic definition for me is a movie on the Lifetime channel, right?
Network for women.
Well, I think it goes a little bit deeper than that.
Well, yes.
I mean, I think they're movies about strong women overcoming odds.
Mostly white women.
But not exclusively white women.
The movies, the more recent ones have a lot more women of color. Right?
This is true. But I think it's about women taking back their lives, taking back their identities.
Yes.
Just really... Well, I'll just say that as a young gay boy in Virginia, growing up with a mostly single parent, my mom would tape Young and the Restless every day, and I would watch it with her. And it was just these stories about, I found inspiration in her, and also, by proxy, just sort of the women in these movies, and just sort of,
So were you watching them for inspiration?
No, that was just a byproduct.
Okay.
That was just a byproduct.
Luckily for your mother.
Yes, exactly.
When she turned those programs on, you were enthralled.
But also there was an element of, comedy, because it was just, these
Campy,
ridiculous, campy, absurd situations, and all these actors and writers and directors are completely playing it 100% straight.
Yeah, and actually, I also have a connection to Young and the Restless.
Do you?
Yes.
Ooh, can we talk about Young and the Restless? I have so many things to say. The last snow day, I, watched it, and I was like, ooh, Jack, it's still on, and Phyllis is dead, and all these things. Okay, I'm sorry, Jordan. All right, anyway. No,
but you're right. I think, Lifetime movies are, smaller soap operas.
Mm-hmm.
They're very dramatic.
And often Canadian.
Yes.
Yes. Shout out to Aubrey Drake Graham.
So they're centered on women and women overcoming really, really tough obstacles.
Fucking patriarchy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stolen identities, stalkers, eating disorders.
Sexual assault and violence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spousal abuse. All of these issues.
Secret paths.
Oh, yes.
Many secret paths.
Secret paths is a big one.
Which is a lot like the movie that we watched tonight, which I feel like is a classic.
Yes.
Friends Till the End, 1997, starring Shannen Doherty and Jason London, and y'all, this movie.
Well, did you want to talk about why we all like these movies? In the first place?
Please.
Yeah. I did want to talk about that.
Yeah,
because these movies they're dramatic. They have a lot of difficult
Twists
subject
and turns.
matter.
Well, I think we all discovered a while ago that we each kind of grew up watching. Obviously, we didn't grow up together, but individually, we liked these movies when we were younger, and still do, for that matter. I wonder if my perspective on it is much different than especially yours, because I always liked them because of the camp value.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Anytime
You
I
were
saw...
just at the Pride Parade with me on Saturday. I love the campy thing.
I'm just, anytime I remember being 15 years old, and it'd be coming up on NBC, Tiffany Amber Thiessen and whatever. I'm like, yes, I am big time into this.
Yeah,
All right.
because it always started Babe,
Mm-hmm. or Joanna Kearns, who is a babe, but I just mean like an older
Tiffany
woman.
Amber Thiessen, Tara Reid,
Shannen Doherty,
not an older woman of a certain age.
Tori Spelling was in a bunch.
Or you had like
Tracy Gold.
Or you had the Joanna Kearns. You had the Meredith Baxter Burney.
Yes. Then we have the matriarchs.
Sally Field,
yes.
Not Without My Child.
Oh,
yes.
That one hit close.
Yes, honey.
So,
where she goes to her husband kidnaps her child.
That was not a made for TV. That was a legit real in the theater
that was a movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I believe I saw that in the
Not
theater.
Without My Daughter.
You saw that in the theater?
I'm pretty sure.
That was a.
I remember
Who
watching.
took you to see that in the theater?
How old were we?
Like 4.
No.
That is the kind of movie though that they would show on Lifetime.
I feel like they did.
But I'm
times.
sure they have.
Well, many Lifetime movies are like softer or more campy adaptations of like major motion pictures, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
like you have like a softer version of like Mommy Dearest or something.
Yeah, or Single White Female.
Or a Single White Female.
Which,
like
again,
Friends Till the End, which is the movie we watched tonight, which we will eventually talk about. But okay, so George, so you like the camp value of the movies. You always thought they were really funny.
Yeah, I always...
They had babes. So
I mean, for me, I like bad movies. This is a whole different genre of bad movies for me, and that's, I don't know, the rapey ones not so much maybe,
like body dysmorphia.
Yeah, that not so much funny, but there's definitely a good,
but powerful in their own right.
Yeah, but difficult to watch and laugh at necessarily.
Well, yes.
So, what about you? Is there
I definitely liked them for their campy value as well, but I also thought they were like really interesting glimpse into what it's like to be an adult.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And like what it's like to be like a woman in college, like dating boys and like having stalkers and things. Like I don't know.
Being in rock bands.
Like I felt it just seemed like an exciting glimpse into the future.
So, like, 14-year-old you, like, I can't wait till I have a stalker. It's gonna be awesome.
I had a stalker when I was 14. Yes, I did. His name was... He was so weird. Oh, I shouldn't say his whole name.
But bleep it out.
Yeah, we'll bleep it out. Hi, and I hope you're okay and on your meds. He was totally weird. And he brought my mom a Christmas ornament one day and told me later that he stole it from the Air and Space Museum. It was real weird and creepy. Mm-hmm. And
they should make a movie out of that.
Yeah, carved my friend's name into his arm.
Oh.
It was a whole thing.
Did it say...
he went off to military reform school.
Rocky Forever?
No, I think it said Emily Forever, because that was her name. But I don't remember. No, he was totally weird and crazy.
That
anyway,
does sound like a Lifetime movie. A little bit of Lifetime.
I have lived a Lifetime movie many times over.
Well, you are a strong white woman, so...
I am. Thank you.
So,
thank you for saying that.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
That makes me feel weird. I'm neither white nor a woman.
Right.
But I'm very strong.
No question.
No question.
Unquestionably.
Should we talk about this movie?
Yeah.
I feel like we've...
Yeah, let's get to it.
So let's get to it. So we watched Friends Till the End.
Which is a movie that Rocky and I both had very fond memories of. I mean, I feel like I watched this movie many times. It was one of my favorites, mostly because of the incredible music.
The music is beautiful. The music is beautiful.
But Jordan had never seen it.
I have never, and I
viewing.
feel like I was a better person for that, actually.
What?
Come on.
I feel like I would have enjoyed this one a lot more if I had seen it in 1997.
Okay.
When it came out. I didn't have the, emotional attachment to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And because of that, this was a difficult one for me.
I mean, I feel like on... I don't know, 6th viewing or whatever this was for me. It lost a little bit of the magic.
It did.
Don't get me wrong, there were certainly aspects of it that I enjoyed, but overall it was rough.
But I still maintain that it was a fantastic movie.
Absolutely.
And I think IMDb will back me up.
Well, the IMDb description of this movie is strange.
Okay.
I'll read it real quick. So, an emotionally disturbed and hyper-competitive young woman schemes to land a spot as the lead singer in a local rock band, while her childhood girlfriend also wants the spot.
That's incorrect.
Completely inaccurate.
Really incorrect. That's so incorrect. That is not what happened.
I feel like getting on IMDb and fixing that. That's infuriating.
Can you do that? Is it like Wikipedia?
I don't know. That's
because you should do that.
That's an infuriatingly bad description of that movie.
Well, how would you describe it?
Some crazy bitch tries to take over Shannen Doherty's life. They're not childhood friends. What? That's it. That's the whole movie.
Jules, how would you describe the movie?
Well, it's a tale of jealousy and revenge.
Yes.
And, it's like the movie Single White Female in a lot of ways, because we have this character, Zayn, whose
Suzanne.
real name is Suzanne.
that is not a nickname for Suzanne.
I don't think it's a traditional nickname.
No, that's bullshit.
Suze. Why wasn't she just called Suze?
Susie.
Susie.
Well, her mom called her Susie.
Why wasn't she just called Crazy Eyes?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Big ups to the second season of Orange is the New Black. Just started. Topical humor.
You don't hear a lot. You don't hear Zan a lot though.
Or ever.
Or
You don't really ever hear Zayn.
Maybe in 1997. Zayn,
right. Certainly.
I know we call, and well, we're probably going to end up calling her Zayn.
Let's just call her Zayn because I don't want to say. I don't want to say Zan.
All right.
I think Zan is stupid.
It's too like
Zayn.
Yeah, like that very like flat vowel.
So then, what was this about then?
So, I mean.
Well, okay. So here's what it was about. So begins with a talent show, the youth. What was it called? The professional youth talent show. SoCal youth talent show, or whatever the fuck. So this
a big one.
Yes, it's a very
prestigious
talent show.
California is a big state. Southern California,
huge.
This is the SoCal contest.
No, this is something.
Pretty
So
neat.
it's like two little girls, and so they're both backstage, and they're doing their makeup and like whatever, and like one mom is very supportive, the other mom is crazy. She's like, I don't know if you can do this or like whatever. So like the blonde girl goes out, she fucking chokes. She's trying to sing Beautiful Dreamer. Beautiful Dreamer. And then the other girl comes out and she sings some Life is a Bowl of Cherries bullshit.
Life is a bowl of cherries.
That sounds
They were both awful.
No, they both can't sing.
Yeah,
neither of them are talented.
And the song's just like, I don't know.
Neither of them are talented.
I think because they were just like, prepubescent young girls, all gussied up, and then singing kind of like breathy these like songs. It's just gross. It just was like, it's just pageant. It was pageant.
But
child pageantry.
Yeah.
It's just
and
uncomfortable.
But it's like it's weird. It's like this sort of like toddlers and tiaras, Honey Boo Boo moment where it's like they're singing and they're all dolled up, and like the one who sucks, like her mom's in the audience, like doing all of the movements and trying to get her to sing, and then you have like the weird panel of like creepy judges who are like judging them on like whatever child beauty pageant judges judge them on, which I think is I've never been able to get through an episode of Toddlers and Tiaras because it freaks me the fuck out.
Well, this wasn't like that though.
But there were elements of that. I mean, like Toddlers and Tiaras is like the natural evolution of whatever the fuck this was.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, then they grow up and like they're in college together. Shannen Doherty
but
is
they're
the
not
one.
Friends.
No, they're not friends. They don't know each other.
I just want to.
Yes.
So we learn about this childhood competition, okay, and then it ends, and then we meet Shannen Doherty, who is babylicious.
She looks that red sateen dress.
She is wearing the most the flyest '90s fashion.
Yes.
Baby doll dresses. Weird fitting jeans.
Pin jeans, yes.
Yeah, these like really strange jeans. Flannels, crop top. She just looks great in this movie. And we meet her. She's like captain of her sorority.
Yeah, what?
Is that a thing?
No. Just
President
full disclosure, none of us have ever been involved in Greek life, so when we speak of the Greek life in this movie, we don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know that the movie knew what they were talking about.
That's true.
Well, my father was president of his fraternity, so I know a little bit about binge drinking and...
Well, there was none of that. Well, this was like she belonged to that was a lame sorority, like... What were they?
Pretty lame.
No, it was
living
terrible.
in a palatial home, though.
They had a gigantic house.
They had a palatial house, and the girls were very shallow and
very shallow.
Yeah.
And Shannen Doherty, I believe, was the president of the sorority.
Shannen Doherty didn't
former beauty queen, former Miss Teen USA.
I think she was Miss USA.
Oh, okay.
Because the one who actually won could not fulfill her duties because she became Miss Universe, as I recall.
Okay.
Yes.
But then Shannen Doherty went on to model for Playboy
and married Travis Barker.
And had that reality show.
Yes.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit!
Were you not listening to us while we were watching the movie?
I didn't know the name, but when you said Travis Barker, I'm like, now I know who that is.
I watched that entire series.
Did you really?
I don't know why. Yeah.
Huh. Well, she was very.
What was it called? Like Honeymoon? Something. Whatever.
She was very bit in this movie, though.
Anyway, very bit, yeah.
So, long story short, because, who the fuck cares about spoilers in this movie? Shannen Doherty has a band with her boyfriend, Jason London.
Who is not the London brother, who was in Party of Five.
Not Griffin.
Or Mallrats.
Or Mallrats. That's Jeremy.
Yes.
Jason
is the one who shat in the back of the cop car because he was drunk.
I think. Probably.
I feel like...
But he's very cute in this movie.
Oh, he's as cute as
young
Jeremy.
And he's got an awesome tattoo.
And cherubic. He's got a weird ink blot.
He's Rorschach tattoo.
That's what you said. He's got a Rorschach on his arm.
He's got a Rorschach tat.
He takes his shirt off and he's like, "What do you see?" And the ladies are like, "A douche." Like, it's a bad tattoo.
Well done.
It's a bad tattoo.
But they're very in love, she and Jason London, and then this random blonde girl, pledges the sorority. They become fast friends because...
And they don't know each other.
They don't know each other, supposedly.
But she seeks out Shannen Doherty.
Yes.
And Shannen Doherty actually gets her into the sorority.
Yeah, because none of the other people want her.
The other girls are like, she's weird.
But it's also...
She doesn't belong here. And Shannon's like, just do this favor for me. She's great.
Because Because of that weird scene, though, where it's they're playing a gig at, some local watering hole or whatever on College Row, and they played their song, and then they just leave the stage, not backstage, but off the front of the stage, and go and drink beers or whatever. Then 5 minutes later, and she's like, and Shannen Doherty is like, I can't talk about band stuff because I have to edit the story that I'm writing, and... Then they have to go back on stage, and then weird blonde girl comes in and takes the story, and then comes in class and is like, "You left this at the bar," and Shannen Doherty's like, "You're such a lifesaver! Oh my god, thank you, God! Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
And so she was like, "Because you did this weird thing for me,
now you should be in my sorority."
Well, that was all part of Zayn's plan. That was her entry point into making Shannen Doherty notice her and remember her and appreciate her. And then, slowly she started to gain Shannon's trust and affection and friendship.
And then it becomes a whole single white female situation.
Am I led
very quickly?
Very quickly.
Am I led to believe, though, that they're juniors or seniors?
I would imagine that they're seniors.
Because
you don't pledge.
You don't pledge or rush or do whatever. You don't do
right?
You do that freshman or sophomore
your freshman year
right?
or sophomore year. Yeah. No, my roommate sophomore year pledged a fraternity.
You don't do it.
I don't feel like you do that
year.
when you're an upperclassman.
No. You should have
your friends.
Figured out by then, right?
Yeah. Anyway,
of course, if you're 20 years old or 21 and you don't have your friends figure, we're not judging you.
I'm judging a little bit.
Well, okay. That's fine.
If you're 20 and you're in college and you're a junior, you should have some friends by now.
hopefully.
Just one.
At least one friend.
Just go out there. You're a beautiful person.
Meet some people.
You're a beautiful human being.
Join an improv troupe. Do something.
Yeah.
Buy some Magic the Gathering the cards. I'm sure there'll be someone.
It's a great way to meet people.
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
You're
totally.
trading cards and things. I don't know what that means.
Well, so it escalates very quickly. She ends
Very
up
quickly.
she finagles her way into the band.
Yes.
She
finagles her way into the band being like, oh my god, your lyrics are so beautiful. Can anybody hear me? And I was like, you have the most beautiful voice in
Everyone
the world.
is blown away.
Blown away by her voice.
However, after hearing Shannen Doherty's voice, it's no surprise that we are blown away by Zayn's voice because it is much better.
Okay, Shannen Doherty, can we just say this? Shannen Doherty cannot sing. She can't sing it, and that is her goddamn voice. And she can't sing, and Zayn is better at her job than Shannen Doherty is. So just based on just Zayn is better. Zayn is better at her job.
Zayn is better. She's still not very good, though.
She's a crazy person. Yeah. She should be institutionalized.
She was institutionalized.
Right. But just based on the merits of, who sings better, who should be the lead singer of this band, it should be Zayn.
Right.
I know we're rooting for Shannen Doherty, but I'm just going to put that out.
I'm not.
But despite Shannon's real voice singing, which I just want to know, I'm curious now to know if Shannen Doherty has pursued like a serious musical career outside of this film.
I can't imagine.
I really also want to know more about the music behind this film, who wrote the songs,
a sadist.
Somebody who really loved the Cranberries.
The songs are so good.
They were good.
There was that terrible music video interlude.
And
I don't want to hear about it. Don't talk. I don't want to think about it. Or whatever.
Something like that.
Something like that. Oh, but that music video was everything. Out in the desert. They're in the desert wearing their 90s fashions draped across like a convertible automobile. There's a London phone booth randomly in the background, and they're just like singing into the phone, like, don't be, I don't want to. It's.
What do you think that means? What do you think they were trying to get at with that video?
I think that, the song is all about like, don't think, don't speak, I don't want to think, or whatever. And I think it's like trying to talk to your significant other, but you're on opposite ends of a desert.
See, I think...
And trying to call them on the telephone, but it's not connected.
See, I think that they just went to a prop store before their video shoot. They're like, this phone was pretty cool. Let's put it on the truck and pull it behind the VW Beetle. Well,
I guess London was very trendy at the time.
They also must have had a pretty big budget to pull off a professional-looking video like
they
that.
rented like a Cadillac.
And it was just like their friend who was like doing like a student film. Like, so they didn't have a budget.
Well, the video was something else.
The video is everything, like with those rocks in the background and like jagged peaks, and like they're standing like, on these mesas, like with their guitars and basses, and like their silk shirts like flowing in the wind.
And the reason why they're doing this video, correct me if I'm wrong, is because the whole movie is building up to this Battle of the Bands contest.
Yes.
Which Dead Pink, I don't know if we've mentioned the name of the band.
Dead Pink.
Dead Pink.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is it a reference to vagina?
I don't think so.
I hope not.
What else does it mean?
I feel like it's like 90s and they were like pseudo grunge, like they were very clean cut and like, but they're wearing muted colors. They're wearing maroons and like navies and
everything that Jeremy London,
Jason London,
Jason
not
London,
in the video.
Everything he wore was like 8 sizes
wearing that multicolored,
too large,
like paint.
I'm not talking about sizes. I'm talking about color palettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he was wearing that rainbow paint speckled.
They were a little
shirt.
bit more. There was a little bit more flourish of color in the desert, and I think that was to like contrast the stark background of the desert. But overall, they were wearing like a pretty muted wardrobe, and I feel like they're just like down with Pink, like down with girliness, like that.
Pink is the band should be like Pink is dead then, right? Like Pink is over, like Orange is the New Black. Pink is out.
Yeah,
all right.
Pink is over.
Yeah, dead Pink.
Dead Pink. So they're practicing because they want to get to this battle of the bands, and I think they make the music video because they think we're going to win Battle of the Bands, and then the music contract is going to come in, and we need to have something ready to go for the people right then and there.
Okay, that's some high hopes given how bad they are.
And this is before the age of YouTube.
Yeah, it's true. No YouTube.
No YouTube.
Got to get it out there somehow.
I have to put a VHS in the mail to MTV.
Yeah.
Is that how they did that?
I think so. I think it was just you'd mail in a literal tape of your shit.
Jesus God, it's
But
Luddites.
But so there's this whole thing the band is practicing a lot. I mean, the majority of the movie is the band singing and practicing, which is why I love it.
No, it's okay.
I think that's why I hated it. It's like
because
stop
you
singing.
Don't like joy.
I don't like crappy music.
You don't like joy.
All right.
Well, I mean, that's part of the camp of this movie is they're in a really crummy but awesome band.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if I think they're really crummy. I think the songs are catchy.
They had 2 viable singles.
Seriously.
2 catchy as fuck singles.
Which ones?
Does anybody hear me?
That one for sure.
That one, and don't think I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Those are 2 very viable
very they're
in the 90s.
They're like Gin Blossoms level.
What
Hey, jealousy.
97.
Oh, 97?
On Addison Road.
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me?
I would rather listen to Hootie and the Blowfish on a loop than have to listen to any of the songs in this movie.
They're not. I mean, Hootie's not that bad.
And
also,
that's true. That wasn't for Hootie and the Blowfish.
And also, it's a totally different sound. This is
they're like
this is alternative.
I don't mean to offend you with how much I hate the music.
Yeah, no, they're Gin Blossomy.
They're Gin Blossomy.
They're Gin Blossomy.
That's a good description.
Well,
this is where we differ.
Yeah.
Well, we love the music. You hated the music.
I think they segued very well.
It's hard to find common ground.
I'm offended for the Gin Blossoms right now that this comparison.
Well, I think they segued very because at the Sweetheart Dance they're playing that Cranberry song and then it segues into their music.
Yeah.
So I think whoever wrote the music was very Dolores O'Riordan inspired or whatever her name is. How do you say her name?
Yeah,
Dolores O'Riordan.
O'Riordan.
Zombie.
Cranberries.
Cranberries, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of music is played, a lot of band practice, and Zayn just gets increasingly zany.
She steals her boyfriend.
She steals her boyfriend in a crazy way.
Well, before that, she hijacks the video shoot. She sends Shannen Doherty on a wild goose chase, and they're all like, "We're supposed to shoot this video," and she's like, "I don't know where she is. I told her."
Yeah,
right. I mean, that's early on, but then it
escalates and escalates.
Do you want to talk about the scene where she steals her boyfriend?
Yeah, I think we should.
That was fucked up.
That part was when I was like, oh, I mean, she's just so bad and shameless in this movie, which. If I was seeing it for the first time, I still think I would have really enjoyed it because of who was in it and the music and all that. But I didn't remember Zayn going so crazy so fast in my memory of watching this. But the scene where she steals Shannen Doherty's boyfriend is crazy because Shannen Doherty and the boyfriend have plans for his birthday at the Atlas, a restaurant which they've been saving up to eat at for months.
It's very swanky.
Very swanky, very exclusive, and Zayn takes her car keys.
And Shannen Doherty can't figure out any way to get to the restaurant?
Well, first, they're she's getting ready or whatever, and she's like, I bought, a blue dress. He loves blue, and he loves, short dresses. And it was hanging right here. Where is it? And Zayn's like, I don't know, bitch. And then she shows up to the and steals her car keys. And then she shows up to the restaurant wearing her blue skanky dress and just being like a ridiculous human being, while Shannen Doherty is like flitting about the sorority house being like, you know, I don't know how to get there, and it's like, bitch, like, get on the...
She's in a sorority house with, like, there's like 100 people. Ask someone for a ride. She's I feel like hours must have gone on.
Hours. I felt like she was what she was doing, like, running around. I can't find my keys. I can't get there. He's waiting. I called the restaurant. There are no single men there. He must have like she just kept running around and then like plopped on a bed. Then she's eating chips. Like she's all around the sorority house, but can't seem to get there, even though it's urgent.
And literally, if not one of those 98 other girls can't drive you to the restaurant,
or call a cab.
There are taxis.
Yeah, it can't be that.
Taxis are a thing that exists.
It couldn't have been that far away.
That part was very frustrating for me because it's a bad dream that I've had. It's an anxiety dream that I've had. You know,
not showing up for your boyfriend's birthday.
That you're on a date with Jason London.
Yeah, he's waiting for me, and I have this new blue dress
that you can't wear,
and I can't wear it, but I look so good in it.
She looked like a fucking skank in that dress.
Well,
it was.
Zayn is like several inches taller than Shannen Doherty, so the dress hit right below her butt. It was not made for her body.
No,
but. I'm just saying, like, I've had these anxiety dreams where, like, I have to be somewhere and I can't get there. And so it's like, I'm trying to do everything, but I'm like, I have to get there, but I can't, and I have to still take a shower, and then, like, but I don't ever manage to take it, like, just one of those, so, like, that was, like, a really
So you were channeling, you knew, you understood the...
I understood
like,
it, but
in your dream
yeah,
brain.
but I was, like, in a dream brain.
Because I know how to pick up the phone and call a cab.
Because in real life, there are options.
Right.
And
even pre-cell phone.
Even pre-cell phone. Like, so that part was very... But, so Shannen, she never shows up for the date, and in the meantime, Zayn makes a crazy move on Jason London and just starts, like... Push him up against the wall in the restaurant.
She humps his
in the hallway.
Her leg goes up.
Yeah. On the way to the bathroom.
Is forward
and you can almost see her. You can almost see her. Hello. You know, that dress is very revealing.
Very.
But he's into it because
it's his
birthday and he sucks.
Because he's got no backbone, and also because you said he's a 21-year-old guy in a band.
Thank you.
So.
And can I just say, as a 21-year-old dude who was in a band, we're shits. We're shits. Yeah. We're shitty people. Don't. If you are in a relationship with a 20-year-old man in a band, he's a shitty person.
That doesn't seem...
That doesn't
fair.
seem right.
That's not fair.
Well, okay, fine.
That's not fair.
Fine. He's probably a stand-up winner.
The's got to be a couple of them
because
out there.
the drummer in the band, he was a stand-up guy.
But he was clearly gay.
What are you talking about? He was in love with her.
The drummer from the band was trying to bone zone her
from
Shannen Doherty.
One.
Yeah, as soon as
you didn't get a gay vibe off of him.
No,
you didn't get a gay vibe off of him. Really?
As soon as they broke up, as soon as they broke up, he was like, I know you just caught your boyfriend cheating on you 6 hours ago.
As soon as Zayn entered the band, he did not like her because he's perceptive, and every time she tried to do something to like, oh, let me just sing these lyrics. Oh, let me just take over for Shannen Doherty because she's like busy talking to a reporter about drinking on campus. He was not happy with any of it.
Yeah.
He did not buy into any of it along the way. He was against it. He was pro Shannen Doherty, anti Zayn, and he stood by Shannen.
Well, let me just say this. I was a 20-year-old in a band who was straight. I was a 21-year-old in a band who was gay. So...
completely different.
I'm just saying, one day that drummer will realize why he was so pro Shannen Doherty, and it was not sexual.
Because he wanted to stick it in?
Because he
wanted to stick it in.
No, because he appreciated her talent for writing lyrics. Don't think.
Wow.
Don't think.
Wow. That's a very interesting interpretation of this.
I don't see it that way.
I got
think you're projecting
No,
a little.
I don't think
a little bit.
I don't think I am. I got a super gay vibe. Just his performance that he was giving.
Are you sure you're not talking about the actor? You're talking about the performance that he was giving.
Oh, maybe the actor.
Because granted, he was styled in a not so
pleasing
fashion.
Way. But the way he would, like, immediately, like he was, like, throwing shade on her, like, immediately. And it was shade. It wasn't like, I don't like her. It was like, you know, there's something about her. And it's like...
Yeah, and he was
It could have easily have been, like, her, like...
I think he's a sensitive, perceptive man.
He's a sensitive artist.
He's a sensitive, perceptive artist,
Fine.
and he's really, and he's in love with Shannen Doherty, and he's been in love with her from the beginning.
I just think everyone is gay, so that's fine.
And remember he said to her, once, so eventually Zayn just
he
takes
tried
over
to, like,
and Shannen gets kicked out of the band.
He tried to ham-handedly, like, hit on her that one time, and it was weird and awkward, and she was, like, completely not into it because it's like, you're my best friend and this is weird.
No, she was pretty into it. She
Also,
just wasn't ready.
Right, because she had just broken up with... because she had just broken up with Jason London 2 seconds before because she walked in on him with Zayn, which was a crazy scene.
Zayn...
Yeah.
Zayn starts to go off the rails.
Was that before or after Zayn killed a guy?
After she spiked Shannen Doherty's drink with the Ipecac.
So, Zayn does... So, I mean, at this... Whatever. Zayn's crazy, we know this, but Zayn murders someone.
Murders... Because there's someone from her past who recognizes her. And it's like...
He keeps showing up.
You keep showing up and, like, I had a crush on you, I know who you are, like, whatever. And so she takes him out behind the bar, like, during their gig, and just hits him with a loose brick.
There was a lot of bricks. There
were so many loose bricks.
Just that building... That building must have been just crumbling because there were just bricks all over, like, the back alley.
And it's like, did the bricks fall off of the wall, or did the contractors just leave loose bricks hanging out?
Were they building a maybe they were building a
gazebo?
They were building
a really dense gazebo.
Yes,
they were building a brick gazebo behind in the alley behind.
Or like
gazebo.
Or like
I don't know. Sometimes I'm not sure how to say that.
I don't know.
I just say gazebo because I think it sounds funny.
Gazebo.
Or maybe it was like
I think I say gazebo too.
Yeah. Well, because when we went to
Wiensbach
Museum,
there's a gazebo in what's the town in Virginia? Dumfries, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
That has a lovely gazebo in a field next to a haunted historical house.
We're gonna haunt it when we die.
Oh, okay. I
feel with some other friends.
I feel like gazebo sounds very
beautifully.
Yeah, we danced there as humans. But we're gonna haunt it and dance in it
as spirits.
Anyways, if you want to meet us there when you die, we can I can show you on a map.
We'll be right down the street from the Tatas Medical Center.
We'll be at the gazebo.
Yes. Yeah, you want like gazebo.
Gazebo.
It's like I'm gazay.
Yes. Happy Pride, everyone.
I'm gazay.
Maybe they were building a wood-fired pizza oven.
Whatever they were
doing. Trendy these days.
Yes,
what are you doing this weekend, Tad? Oh, Lorraine and I are just building a wood-fired pizza oven in our backyard. You have to come over for grilled pizza.
I love Tad and Lorraine. One of Dennis's neighbors, my boyfriend Dennis, they have a wood-fired pizza oven in their backyard. It's bougie.
I don't mean to hate on a pizza oven.
No, it's bougie as fuck.
I would, if anyone.
I would eat.
Anyone who had a wood-fired pizza oven, I would invite myself over immediately.
I've never been there to eat the wood-fired pizza. I'm sure it's delicious. He says that it's delicious, but
excuse me, when you're not here, do you mind if I just use the oven?
But that's bougie as fuck. Let's just be honest.
But
anyway,
the loose bricks were by a dumpster where there was a lot of other garbage, so I don't think it was that.
So you think the contractors just finished? And they just were like, "Fuck it," and
just leave.
They tried to
they
tried to throw the bricks into the dumpster and just missed.
Well, the dumpster was overflowing.
And they just landed in a perfect semicircle around her killing altar.
She killed him with one hit, which wasn't even that hard. I thought.
I thought the special effect of that was really bizarre.
It was really bad
because they showed her hitting him, but they softened the blow. It was such an odd thing.
It was there was a squib in the corner of his eyeglasses, and it was just hit it as softly as possible, but don't hurt him, but still make it explode like on his face, and it just sort of like came out as a trickle, but then he was just like with his hands and like waving.
It was weird.
It was weird. It was weirdly shot.
In a back alley.
So she kills a guy,
and then comes back in and spikes her drink with Ipecac, or what did you say it was, like fart juice? What did you think it said?
No,
on the bottle.
The bottle. I think Jules was like, "Does that say fecal matter?"
Fecal matter.
I was sitting at a weird angle to the television, and I couldn't fully see it, but I saw a lot of like E's and C's.
Yeah.
So I just like I saw a lot of those letters. So in my mind, it just put together fecal matter, but it was Ipecac.
Yeah.
That's what they give you to like throw up. But I thought like I've never
if you eat something terrible and they need to pump your stomach before they pump your stomach.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I always thought that I've never had it. I assumed it tastes awful because it makes you throw up, but maybe it doesn't because Shannen Doherty didn't notice it was in her drink.
No side effects or whatever.
But she conveniently puts this in Shannon's drink, and so Shannen gets very sick. And right before Dead Pink is supposed to go on, and so what happens? Shannon's puking in the bathroom, and Zayn is on stage stealing the spotlight.
Killing it.
And they're shooting another scene for the music video.
Yeah, the videographer is there.
Yeah. You can probably cut from there straight to Shannen Doherty meeting her crazy mom, Zayn's crazy mom.
Yeah, well, basically they decide that they're going to kick Shannen Doherty out of the band, which leads to her finding Zayn in bed with her boyfriend, which is a crazy scene. And then... then she goes and meets Zayn's mom.
Zayn's mom.
Because she's trying to expose Zayn for who she is.
Because at this point, Zayn has destroyed her life.
Yes.
All her friends are against her. The sorority is against her.
Which is
she actually threatens her her credibility in school because she
accuses her of plagiarism.
She tells Professor Gunderson that she
a black man named Professor Gunderson.
So Zayn is like destroying her life, and then Shannon's just like, what? And then she starts to seek her revenge or like dig a little bit deeper about Zayn's past and ends up at Zayn's mom's house. And Zayn's mom answers the door in a moo-moo.
Oh, because she had told everyone that she was an orphan and her parents had died in a plane crash.
Right.
And Shannen was like, that's not correct. I did some research. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go find your mom. So.
And mom's bonkers.
Mom is crazy in that fabulous movement.
Okay, so mom, starts talking, like breaks up the scrapbook.
There's an altar dedicated to
There is the altar, and it's all like second and third place trophies and awards. Like it's like
all the silver and bronze. There's no gold. There is no gold on that altar.
It's just all like participation awards. And
look at this blue ribbon. Look at this.
Perfect attendance. There's no first place trophies at all on that.
That's hygiene.
There's like a big, like, the scrap... Did you see that the scrapbook had a big, like, silver 2 on the cover? It had a giant, like, number 2.
No, it wasn't. It was a Z. It was an S. It was an S for Suzanne.
No, it was not an S.
Yes, it was. It was an S for Suzanne.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
That would be...
You put a giant number 2 on the scrapbook.
That would have been funnier.
Yes, it would have been funnier.
Oh, Zayn, you'll always be my silver medal.
I saw it as a 2. I saw it as a 2. Well, Nancy Kerrigan's parents probably think that, they probably put a big silver thing on her Olympic scrapbook.
Listen, if it's your kid...
You're proud of them no matter what
they're
they do.
number 1 in your eyes.
But
the thing
about the scrapbook, that's when Shannen Doherty realizes that she was in the same competition as Zayn.
Yes.
Because she saved pictures of the SoCal youth.
Right, but her mother also saved pictures. She was like, "Oh, see that ballerina right there? She fell down the steps.
She won first prize." And it's like, "Why do you have?" And she's like, "If she didn't win first prize, then my Suzanne would have won." And it's like, "Why do you have a full page dedicated to the winner that Suzanne killed in Suzanne's scrapbook? Like, way to rub it in. Like, never forget."
Yeah, that really did not make.
But then also it turns out that she had been institutionalized for most of her teenage years.
And also when Shannen Doherty is talking to Suzanne's mom, so Suzanne's mom is like opening up and saying like, she's had problems and she's been institutionalized, but then you quickly learn. So you think like her mom finally gets like, okay, her daughter's crazy, but then you realize like her mom is also crazy, which we got a glimpse of in the very opening.
Yeah.
She was a crazy stage mom, but basically her mom does not believe that Suzanne killed the ballerina.
No.
She's like, and my dear Suzanne saw the ballerina slip and fall down some stairs and break her neck. Can you imagine the trauma of a child seeing that happen? And it's like, oh,
no,
girl.
bitch.
And Shannen knows too. Shannon's like, oh,
yeah, she knows.
She knows. So we now know that Zayn has killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she is even more dangerous
She's
than Shannen knew, I think.
Yeah, but the movie basically ends right after that.
Pretty much.
No, well, we've got the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, so the Battle of the Bands happens, which is the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Right. But the Battle of the Bands, like, Zayn goes out with Shannen Doherty's former band, tries to sing her song, sees
at first,
her.
she's killing it.
She's killing it at first.
The audience is feeling it.
She sounds good. She's giving performance. She's giving face. She's giving body. She's giving all of it. And then I guess Shannen Doherty, like shade, like invited her mom or whatever. And so her mom's like in the audience in her like spangly sweater, like doing her like, pageant moves, like. And she, like, freaks out, and she, like, runs off stage. She's like, get the fuck away from me! And she, like, and then, like, Shannen Doherty comes out with gay drummer.
Well, but also, I just want to say, when Zayn starts hallucinating, she sees her mom.
Yes.
And then she sees
the 2 people
childhood
she killed.
Shannen Doherty. And then she sees the 2 people she killed.
The dead ballerina and dead brick guy. And they're dancing.
They're dancing really hard.
They're dancing.
They're dancing so hard and enjoying themselves.
They're dancing in a weird ghost-like manner.
Yes, like we will at the gazebo.
Their dancing is not of this world.
It's weird
movements. It's like,
but they're still feeling it, which is weird. They're like on rhythm.
Well, I get even in her deluded mind, the people she's murdered still
love her.
Love her. Yeah. So then Shannen Doherty comes out onto the stage and like starts with the very not gay drummer.
I don't think you can call him that.
No, and then the
questioning drummer.
Wait, I can't call him that, or
no? He's definitely under the Q umbrella.
Okay, drummer Q.
I thought you were saying.
Thank you.
I thought you were
drummer
saying.
Q.
I thought you were saying, oh, you can't call him that because you're not gay. I'm like,
questioning drummer.
No, okay,
questioning drummer.
And then
I think if you interviewed that drummer at 35, you would have a very different. It's like Steven from the Real World. Now he's married to a gay pastor.
Who's Steven?
The one who slapped Irene and
he's a different story.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
No, I don't think so.
I don't.
That guy was.
You are taking this way too seriously.
That guy was a piece of work, though.
Yes,
Steven.
Yeah, but I think we all knew he was gay.
Yeah.
But I don't see the comparison.
No, him and the drummer go
because they come out later in life.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, whatever.
So Shannen Doherty comes on then, and she with the drummer, and then the rest of the band comes on and like backs her up, and the entire time Zayn is like in the background, like freaking out
in her mother's arms.
And then the movie just like abruptly ends. And
after the entire song.
That beautiful song.
And once again, another Lifetime movie ends with no consequences for anybody.
No.
It's true.
No.
Her shitty bandmates that just dropped her for Zayn immediately, they're like, we had a band meeting and band said you're out, Zayn's in.
Right.
Her fucking boyfriend, who's the fucking guitarist, is just like, yeah, come on back.
Yeah.
Because the drummer and Shannen Doherty were going to do a nice little acoustic set, just like the two of them.
They sounded good.
Well, this is the thing. Shannen doesn't have a terrible voice when she's just singing quietly, but when she's trying to belt, she just can't go there. It's a very flat, monotone singing voice.
So I had that's really the whole movie. I did have so one of the things that's been bothering me since it ended.
Yes.
Am I to believe that Zayn had been like following Shannen Doherty for the last 10 years? Like,
at least keeping tabs on her.
just to show up later in life and try to like ruin her life.
Maybe she got out of the institution and then she obviously knew her name and everything. So maybe it was just like she just
do you think she Yahoo'd her?
Or Alta Vista, Netscape Navigator.
She asked Jeeves where
Jeeves, where is Shannen Doherty?
Where is Shannen Doherty? She's at SoCal University. I'm going to show up and ruin her. Jeeves, how do I ruin her life? Oh, well, here's, play-by-play.
Yeah, the timeline was a little fuzzy because... it seemed like she was institutionalized for a long time, but then I thought that guy that she ends up killing who comes from her past, I thought he said he knew her from school.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Is that like grade school?
I don't know, because...
and we're like, how old are you? Because you guys are drinking openly, so you must be at least 21. So you're like juniors or seniors in college, but you're pledging and rushing a sorority.
And you've been in and I thought her mother said she got out of the institution a year ago.
Yeah.
Do you think she had college credits from the institution that transferred over to?
Yeah, I also want to know how she could have enrolled in that school, and I'm pretty sure she did not enroll. I think she's also a ghost student who just shows up and is like going to classes in the DL and like.
I'll buy that.
Also,
I buy that.
But I feel like she must have been at that institution for. Okay, well. Admittedly, I don't understand how college yearbook works, but her whole thing is that I'm on the yearbook staff and we'll get more exposure in the yearbook and more pictures in the yearbook.
I've never heard.
I've never colleges have yearbooks?
Never heard of a college yearbook.
Colleges are huge.
Yeah.
Gigantic. Not all of them, but
the one that they were at, there was
obviously
50 girls in her sorority.
It was a massive state school. It was
right.
It was a region.
It was SoCal University.
My freshman year,
not to be confused with the University of Southern California.
My freshman year, we had a Facebook before Facebook, but I don't recall there being a yearbook.
And it was very big on this campus.
Very huge on this campus, as were hand-painted signs.
With your
so many
political
signs.
slogans like Prop 307.
Vote no to Prop 307.
Vote no.
No. If Prop 307 was forcing me to rewatch this movie again, I would vote no for Prop 307.
You wouldn't vote yes?
No.
Okay, so you can't.
You wouldn't recommend this movie.
This movie, I would. I think it just didn't do it for me. Like I said at the beginning, because I didn't see it when I was 15 or 16 years old. I didn't not enjoy it. I thought Shannen Doherty was pretty good. It did have its moments of camp, but overall, all the singing. Oh boy,
you're not a musical fan.
Not that was. Yeah.
Yeah, though I did see this as a young lady multiple times, I still enjoyed watching it again. And the music really is what does it for me.
Do you think there's any lessons to take out of this?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Watch your drink.
Yeah. That's actually that's
a pretty good lesson.
Yeah.
Because apparently Epicac has no discernible taste or smell.
And
it's you put the Princess Bride poison in there.
And also, I guess, if you are in college and you're hooking up with a dude in a band and you take off his shirt and he has a really questionable Rorschach tattoo, don't.
Yeah, because he's probably going to cheat on you.
Just don't.
Probably.
Right.
Just that tattoo.
And
if he looks like Jason London, because, cute boys, they think they can get whatever they want.
Yeah, Jason London, so dreamy.
He was very dreamy. Well, Jules, who was your favorite character?
I think my favorite character was Zayn's mother.
In the moo-moo?
In the moo-moo, but also in the very beginning, with her crazy stage mom antics in the audience. And then, but when she gives her monologue on the couch next to Shannen Doherty, and she makes some, really amazing eye and face twitches, and, she really, her performance was quite outstanding in that scene.
What an actress. Yes.
Whatever disease she had probably passed on at least somewhat to Zayn. Mental disorder.
Yeah, it's clear it runs in the family. So yeah, Zayn's mom.
I think that's an excellent choice.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Do you have a favorite character?
Come back to me.
Okay.
Let me think about it for a second.
Man, because I don't know that I have one. I think I hated everybody in this movie. I think Zayn might have been my favorite character.
Oh.
She was crazy. She looked really good in that blue dress that was 3 sizes too small for her.
Did you like the one that was tiny where her nipples were showing?
I liked that one.
That was her best.
That was her best.
That's when she looked the best.
Yeah, that's
the night where she. It was the Epicac night.
Yeah.
The night when she killed the dude.
The night she killed the night that she finally sang solo in the band by herself.
Yeah.
She looked great.
Yeah, I think she's my favorite. She's just the perfect amount of crazy, I think.
Huh.
And, well, again, no consequences. She kills a guy, and there are no consequences. She kills 2 people, really.
Right. So...
Ooh, I don't know. This is tough. I think I'm going to go with... Zayn, too.
All right.
I'm going to go with Zayn,
Wow.
too.
Wow.
I was vacillating between Shannen and Zayn.
Yeah.
But I like... Here's why I like Zayn. Because she is a crazy person. And not necessarily that I like crazy people, but she's very competitive, just like me, as you well know. I've been known to turn over a board because I'm a crazy person, just so you know. I'm taken, sorry, ladies. And
do you also have a lot of participation awards?
Maybe 1 or 2. And like you, I had a nemesis in high school who would always win things. And so I understand that feeling and that emotion. I understand knowing what it feels like to look good in a gauzy green outfit. And, I just, I thought she was, here's what I like. I like how she completely... So there's this weird ceremony that they're having at the sorority one night. And
the pinning ceremony.
Yes, and all the girls, after they kick Shannen out, all the girls are sitting around, like, in a circle, like, holding candles. Not just, like, tea lights, but, like, candles.
I thought they were having a seance at first.
I thought they were having a seance,
and they're chanting, and it's
they're
weird.
They're not chanting.
What is it? What are they saying?
They're not saying anything. They were all looking at each other,
and,
giggling.
Like, moaning.
They were like... It was like... There's a lot of giddiness going on in this, and it was many circles within a circle.
Yes.
Yes.
It was kind of a beautiful image.
Here's what I know. I've never been part of a pinning ceremony, nor do I really know what one is, but after watching that scene, I know I don't want to be a part of it.
I don't know what a pinning ceremony is.
No, I looked it up. Apparently it's where, like...
a fraternity brother...
Their fraternity boyfriend, like, pins them, which makes them, like...
You're mine now.
Yeah, it means you're more important to me than my fraternity brother.
Like a 50s varsity jacket situation.
Yeah, it's kind of like
we're going steady.
It's like a promise ring.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess. The whole description that I read of it was
But then they're like going through this ceremony for Haley or whatever the fuck her name is, some girl that we never really get to know. And Zayn in the middle of it is like, why don't we ever have parties for me?
Yeah.
And like freaks out and runs out. And like Haley's like, this is a really special moment for me. Fuck you, Zayn. Ah! And I appreciated Zayn for sort of fucking up that moment.
Well, maybe if somebody...
that sacred moment.
Maybe if someone she could find a guy to pin her, it wouldn't be a problem.
That's... no. Okay.
Anyway,
let's wrap this up on that weird misogynist note.
So the movie again is...
It's called Friends Till the End, and we will have the link up to it on our website at... what's the name of this? timeofmylifetimecast.com or .wordpress.com. timeofmylifetimecast.wordpress.com. I said it right that time.
Oh, I thought we were changing.
I thought we were going to have a Tumblr.
Whatever. This is just for these purposes. And just stop looking at each other like that. whatever technology you will figure it out, and we will get this out to you, and you will be able to watch it. And thank you so much, you guys, for listening. And thank you guys for being here and hanging out. And thanks, Jordan, for having us over. So,
you got it.
I'm Rocky, and this is...
And I'm Jordan.
And you can pick the next one, Jordan.
Yes, it's your turn.
Oh, so many choices.
I know, there's so many. All right, so goodbye, America. We love you.
Thanks.